beautiful Gemini, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your Hunter's Moon reading. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam. Now let's get straight to your reading, my beautiful Gemini. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds, and let us begin. Okay, so we're approaching the Hunter's Moon, and this is in Aries. So this is a time for accomplishment, getting an extra boost of energy to flush out opportunities, goals, dreams, but it's also about finding that energy to pursue those goals and dreams relentlessly. Give it one last push. It's actually in your 11th house. So that is about friendships, networking, if you're in business, for example, or, social groups, reaching out to those that you may not have heard from for a while, or people who are thinking about you, Gemini, sort of get in touch. But it's also, great working sort of opportunities coming your way. So I feel you're scoring sort of karmic points for success. A lot of good karma coming on in for you. Now the moon is often, full moons is about letting go of anything that you're struggling with, whether that's friendships or negative relationships, or even negative toxic situations like work or anything like that. So you could be feeling it's time to release the load. Also, with that full moon, you may be feeling it difficult to sleep, or feeling a little bit restless as you approach that full moon energy. Let's see what is coming on in for you. Oh, they want me to go one more? Oh, wow, that's a lot. But they obviously want it, so we will take it there. There's a lot of knowledge and study here. Divine guidance, fertility. Okay, so also just to let you know, I will be running a free competition for one lucky subscriber to win a free reading. I'll let you know how to win it at the end, as some people are here for the messages only and some people are here for both. So first card we have is passion. Now Gemini, you've got that in spades, okay? But this is about your passion, your drive, your motivation. So maybe you've lost that recently. You felt a little bit in a rut, stuck in a rut there, and trying to summon that passion that you once had for something, because I feel like there's a longing here with this card. It says, rise passion, rise up high, inflame my purpose, reach the sky. So if you've been having a little bit of a question mark over your life's purpose path, or you've been trying to work out what to do next, what move you should take next in life, I feel like you will find that spark, okay, that maybe you've been feeling is lacking recently. Now collectively the energy has been quite low. I've even found it very difficult to tap into the energies for the last couple of readings, but this is number 11 for you, which is about soul path number. It's also about getting what you truly deserve. What you put in is what you get out, okay? So it is about that cause and effect energy. 11 is normally the justice card, so I do feel a solution will be found to whatever it is that you're wrestling with there, but passion could also be coming through in terms of a relationship. Now we are going to go deeper and find out the details, but we've also got knowledge here, important. I feel like you're learning more about yourself, Gemini, as this full moon hits, not just in terms of career goals or love or anything like that. I feel like you're really sitting with who you are, and I feel like you are opening yourself up to a deeper knowledge of who you are and ascending because of it. You're raising your vibrations. And it says, let me connect above and below. There you go. Let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of ancestors flow. So it's number 28. So when you reduce it, 2 plus 8, of course, is 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. You're turning things out for better fortune, but you're downloading a lot of sort of information from ancestors in order to help you ascend, but also to help you on your journey. Maybe seeking a greater authenticity in the knowledge that is sort of offered to you, because of course what's going on around the world at the moment, there's so many sort of news outlets and information. It's bombarded at you. It's always trying to sift out the information that sits well with you, that you may believe or not believe. So I feel like you're trying to find, rather than all that knowledge that's readily available to you, I feel like you're trying to go within to see what is important to you and how you feel about things and your own intuition with that. Also, we've got a genie's lamp there. So I feel like there's something here that you wish to know more about. And I feel you will find the answer to that. So whatever it is that you're seeking, I feel like you will find as you move through this full moon energy. Also, you may be putting yourself on courses to learn something about your craft, or to learn more about yourself, because they're showing me personal growth energy. So it could be that you are, opening yourself up to a retreat. Let me get my tongue back in my mouth. A retreat, maybe taking yourself some time out to really focus inward and you find that peace of mind. But I do feel like you're kind of staircasing in energy, and I feel like that light within you is going to be alive and burning quite bright in the next couple of days. Now we've also got sensuality. So this is definitely about, meeting another person, vibing in the energy that they're in. Now, whether you've got a relationship or not, I feel like this is about you sort of seeing what your needs are in that sort of area. And it says here, your freedom flowing from far away, I dance, I love, I laugh, I play. Okay, so it is about embracing all sort of facets of that sensuality. I feel this is you freeing yourself up from anything that's been holding you back, or even when there's been moments where you felt like you could not express yourself fully. This is about opening yourself up fully to expression there. It's the World card energy, so this is about completion, it's about satisfaction, it's about abundance. Okay, so sensuality is about connecting to all things. It doesn't have to be about sexuality. Sensuality is different. It's how you absorb your environment, how you feel about it, how you vibe in it, what vibe it gives off from you as well. It's all like, I just feel like this intermingling energy. And Gemini, you know more about that because than most signs, because of your duality. Okay, you understand the ebb and flow of life. You understand things from all different perspectives because you're open to that sense of the other, if that makes sense. Okay, now we've also got grace. Grace, blessing, come to me, set me free. So a lot of freedom here. It's also number 20. So there's a lot of question here about, your life's purpose, or having some sort of wake-up call personally about something. Maybe you're gaining some clarity, or you're at a bit of a fork in the road where you have to make a decision that is based, that will actually affect your future quite importantly. I do feel like there's unity here. And you're definitely freeing yourself from any negative energy there. But number 20, which is the Judgment card, tends to be about second chances, or weighing up second chances as well. So perhaps you're freeing yourself up from a situation that you gave a second chance to, and you feel like, it's just stagnant. It's not really working for me. It could be work, it could be a relationship, could be a friendship or a family member. It just feels too heavy. So I feel like you're releasing it there. We got study, and this is number 36 when you reduce it. 3 plus 6 is 9. So that's Hermit energy. This is going inward, but also I feel like you're learning something that helps you as a tool in life over the next, you may be learning this in the next couple of days, or you may be thinking about putting yourself on that course, whether it's online or whether you're just looking up something on YouTube. I feel like you're absorbing like a sponge at the moment, and it's going to help you in the future. Whatever it is that you're learning in the next month, I feel in about 6 months time, it is going to be so relevant and puts you like ahead of the game. Of the shift, because there is a shift coming. It says, let my mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. Okay, so that could be the Hermit energy could be this self sort of reflection energy, but it could also be that there's something here that you need to do alone. Maybe cut yourself off, just a temporary time out to really focus on something that you're learning or that you want to learn to help you as you move forward. And I do feel like it brings you a lot of peace, whatever this is. As I said, we're going to go to the details in a moment. We've got good cheer, so we've definitely got some success coming your way, something to be happy about. Now, success looks differently for everyone. It doesn't always have to be like, you know, society's idea of success, that, you know, you win the lottery or anything like that. It can be a personal success, like you reached a personal goal, like you lost the weight that you're hoping to lose, that you connected to that friend that you fell out with, and that both of you have now let bygones be bygones. It could also be like a raise, a promotion. It can be, you know, getting the job of your dreams, or getting a job if you're looking for one and you found it really difficult. It could also be finding peace of mind. And that is a very, very difficult thing to find, especially in this day and age at the moment. But it says here, with kind heart and humor free, may good cheer rule, so mote it be. Now, when you reduce number 25, it is, of course, 7. 2 plus 5 is 7. So that's the Chariot card. So this is about overcoming any challenges and finding, you know, happiness, finding that motivation to smash through any obstacle and achieve whatever it is that you want. So there's definitely achievement here. There's something to smile about in the next couple of days, because I feel there's been either a lack of motivation or a lack of drive recently, where you're like, oh, what is the point? Okay, I feel like there's this, you keep pushing and pushing, but something hasn't been budging for a little while. I feel like there's like a final push, and I feel like you're taking action on something that's going to be radical change, okay? Now, we've also got divine guidance. So very important energy when you reduce 38, of course, is 11. So I feel like you're on your soul path number. And also, I feel like pay close attention to anything that comes your way, any new idea, Gemini, because that's your guides guiding you, okay? It says here, whispers from the beings who shine. Let their message be clear and kind. So really take some time out to just listen, to see what your spirit guides have to say. I will be doing a reading actually in the next couple of days, just to give a message of what your spirit guides or your ancestors have in terms of a message, and how you can actually give back to them or connect to them as well. So listen to any whisperings, as they say in this card. I do feel like you're being given a path, and you're going to download some sort of information, either in a dream, but I feel more it's going to be like all of a sudden there's like an idea. It's like a little voice that goes, what about this? And you're like, oh, this is a really good idea. Maybe I should do this. Or if you're wrestling with something, it's almost like a little inner voice that says, this is the right way to go. This is the right step on this path. Take this, take the left, don't take the right, take the right, don't take the left. I feel it's definitely some guidance coming on in. And we've got fertility. So you're very, very creative at this time, whether you're wanting to have children, for example, or whether you are actually creating a project, or you're actually creating a new future for yourself. I feel like your mind is so fertile with lots of ideas brimming there with potential. And it says, let all take root, seed and sprout. Let new life be all about. So whether it is you having new ideas, whether it is you taking a leap of faith in another direction in terms of your career or in life in general, you could be making some radical life changes here. It's going to be very, very fruitful. Okay, there's going to be definitely something to celebrate there. And of course, number 37 is 10, which is about endings, bringing a new beginning, and that sort of Wheel of Fortune energy, which is about, you know, a turnaround, a positive turnaround of events. Now, this reading is a little bit different, okay, Gemini? So I'm using the first deck I was using there was the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. These cards here, the Lenormand deck there by MUCI Design. So let's see what's coming on in for you. We've got the Tower, okay? So there's something here you either feel like you have to do alone, or you've been feeling a little bit isolated recently. Maybe you even felt like the clock is ticking on something. It's number 19 though, so that does indicate, well, we got that fork in the road that we're picking up here. So we got number 22, which is the fork in the road there, the path. And thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Really positive outcome here with the stars. I mean, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What do my beautiful Gemini need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? We got number 20 again. When you start to see your numbers show up again in a different deck, you know that you're on the right path and there's radical change there. You got number 10. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Okay. Okay, they want one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Okay, mouse. Interesting. Okay, so they're giving me this name, and the name is Radigan. Radigan. So if your name is, if you have a surname and it's Radigan, I think, okay, they're saying I'm not pronouncing it right. Okay, so Ratigan. Ratigan. It's with a T, but you know, I've got a lazy tongue, so Radigan. But Ratigan. Ratigan. It's R-A, I think it's R-A-T-T. IGAN or something, Radican. So anyway, if that's your name or it means something to you, it could be a company, it could be a name of a bridge, it could be the name of an avenue, road, or something like that. So please take it as it resonates. If it does not resonate for you, it doesn't mean it's not your reading, it just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading, as their attention may have wavered. I'll even look it up afterwards because I feel I'm meant to look it up. I'm not sure why, but I feel like I'm meant to look it up. So I'm going to look up Radican to see how it resonates with your reading. Anyway, the Tower is your first card, okay? This is number 19, and this is about privacy or isolation. So maybe there's something here that you've been keeping secret. Maybe you're working on something really by yourself, because it's almost like you don't want to tell anybody just in case it doesn't go well. There's a secret wish here, perhaps, that you are trying to achieve, and you may feel like it's got a time frame for you. Now, sometimes when you've been doing this alone, because I feel like this is something solitary that you've had to do by yourself, I feel like it's going to be very prosperous, okay, whatever this is. It's number 19, so this is the Sun card energy, which means there's going to be a very auspicious, positive outcome here. The success, joy, peace, most importantly, serenity, peace of mind is so important. You can't buy that. But I feel like whatever it is that you feel, maybe lone wolf energy, because they were showing me a wolf right now. So either you can see a wolf, which would be amazing. I don't know why you would be listening to this reading if you could see a wolf. I'd be totally disengaged from this reading, and I'd be straight like searching the eyes of that wolf and being like, wow, what a beauty. But I feel there is this energy of you, there's something alone that you have to do. Now, it may be something to protect others, or it may be something that you're doing, you go off and do in order to be successful and in some way help others. Because I feel like your 11th house of, others and networking is important, but there's something here that starts off in a solitary energy, and it's going to be very successful. As I said, you may be keeping it secretive, or you may be being very private at this time, and people are wondering, hey, Gemini, where are you at? So you may have people reaching out to you to talk because they feel you have gone a little bit silent on something there. Okay, now it's so interesting because we've got 19 and then we've got 20, and they're both underneath, they're clarifying each other. So there's something here that, as I said, is solitary, but number 20, this is the garden, which is about community. It's about teamwork. It's about networking. So, even if you look up the LENORMAND meanings of each card, number 20 is always about community and, reaching out on a social sort of scale to people. So I feel like people are going to be coming towards you to talk, like where you at. I do feel like networking in terms of your career is important. Now, nobody likes that word networking. I hate it myself, but that's what the card means, and the energy I'm picking up is a social sort of setting. If you're awful at networking, just like I am, I don't really network. They call it networking when you go out in a social space and you don't really know people. But more than anything, it's about absorbing yourself in another person and finding out about who they are. Okay, to network is so fake these days. Anyway, my point being, I feel like you're getting to know I feel like it's more towards the middle of November, even though this reading, it extends just to that point, I guess. There's someone or something here that you're going to get to know better, okay, in a social setting. Now, I know, of course, we've got lots of restrictions around the world, so please take it as it resonates. Depends on where you are, of course. But I feel like either it's a work... I'm going to pull a card on it. Either it's a work setting or it is... I feel like there's someone or something... There's definitely someone you get to meet that actually helps you. It's almost like you benefit from this, okay? Thank you so much. Because they're showing me that tree and how... it'll be very fruitful. 10 of Cups, yeah, you benefit from this. 10 of Cups is abundance, but it's also like the happy ever after. It's almost like someone supports your idea or a goal or a dream, or they get you and they introduce you to the right people, or if it's to do with career for you. But I do feel like it's connected. Now, this could be for example, if you're not in a love relationship, you may... meet somebody who romantically is interested in you. I'm going to pull another card on that as well. It's number 20, so that is about second chances. So if there was a career or an opportunity that you felt maybe you missed out on, I feel like, whoa, I got to go get that. I feel like you're getting another opportunity at something. I'm just going to go, there's two cards here. One moment, please. yeah, I feel like someone helps you break through on something. There's definitely the Nine of Wands, okay, in the upright, especially in this deck, this is about breaking through something. So if you felt like there was a glass ceiling where you're working, or there was, it's been difficult, you're being your wonderful sort of original self, and you felt like you want to still be creative in whatever it is that you do, I feel like you're finding that motivation, that drive again, because there is someone here who says, Gemini, you're awesome. Why have you not gone straight to the top by now? Why are you not in this position? Let me introduce you to this person. I think you'd be perfect. So I feel like there's some sort of breakthrough here. Now, if you're not in a working environment where it's like that, maybe you're an entrepreneur, got your own business, I feel like you do sort of find somebody who helps you build on whatever creative idea you've got, or whatever it is that you're determined to create. You're very headstrong. You got that unstoppable energy. I mean, you got Four of Pentacles here, which means building a solid financial foundation, long-term security. And we've got that Knight of Wands, which is basically an energy of rising up, of breaking through any challenges, of trusting your vision, and sort of remaining in that stream to manifest your goals and your accomplishments in many, many forms, okay? This is about you being independent, taking action on something, you know, finding that motivation to sort of like drive on in and be very, very successful. But I feel like it comes, someone gives you like a helping hand. Now, it could be that they just give you a piece of information, okay? Now, if it's to do with love, or if it's to do with, if you're looking for love, for example, and this social setting is about love for you, I feel like initially it starts off as a bit of a fling, perhaps, something that, you know, you're not really sure that, I think you just live in the moment with this person, very passionate, but I feel like it does lead to something a little bit more solid down the line, okay? Maybe even happy ever after kind of energy there, where you and this person take a leap of faith and commit to each other long term, which I think it will take you both by surprise. But anyway, let's move on. We've got number 22. Isn't it interesting? We've got 19, 20, 22 here. 22 here, as you can see, is a bit of a fork in the road there. That's the path, that's the crossroad. You're in between choices. You've got to choose something. Perhaps you've got to compromise on something, or there's an energy of you, you know, reaching for a better life, but there's some things that are blocking this right now, or you have to make a decision. So okay, so they're just giving me a name. I think this is a name, Javid, not David. Javid. No, Javid. Okay, Javid. So if Javid means something to you, there's something in this message for you, Gemini. If it does not, it doesn't mean, again, that it's not your reading. It just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading. But there's some major lifestyle changes happening here, and I feel you have some big decisions to make here about direction. Now, I have to say, whatever it is, your directional change, it turns out really positive. We've got the stars there. So the stars is about faith. It's about hope. It's a belief. So believe in yourself. Anything is possible. I feel like the stars are aligning for you. It's very, very important. Now, as I look at this card, they're literally saying Sirius. Sirius. Okay, so Sirius is very important. Look at the placements of Sirius. I feel like it's important. It's also number 16, which is basically tower energy. So it can be that perhaps you've been forced to think about a lifestyle change, or you've been forced to change about a life path change in some way. And although it may have come suddenly, I feel like it turns out really positive for you in terms of transformation. It's almost like, you know, if your path is not changing, for example, it could be a different way of thinking about something. You have to think about something from a different perspective and change it for the positive. I feel like whatever you're tweaking at the moment is really positive. It brings about radical change, and it stops you from being stagnant. We've got that number 10 energy that comes right after. It's like the community, or some sort of energy of people banding together. Number 10 is a scythe, okay? So something happens really quickly. Once you've decided, once you make the changes, there is a swift change here with this. Now, this doesn't mean the death card. The scythe normally means, you know, something hastily sort of finishes, or something comes to a very quick ending based on your decision. Gemini. And because we've got the fork in the road there, you're weighing up your options, but once you've decided, you're done. That's it. So whether it is a relationship for you, you're like, I'm in a relationship, but I feel alone, or, you know, this isn't working here. I need to weigh up my options. I'm cutting it. Dead in the water, it's over. Or whether it is a working environment where you feel like you've hit a glass ceiling, you're doing a lot of work, you may feel alone or isolated in some way. Even though there is community, I do feel like someone comes along and says, hey, Gemini, there's another opportunity in another direction. You want it? And you're like, yeah, let's go for it. So I feel like you end something pretty quick. Okay. And also, even though it's number 10, which is sort of Wheel of Fortune energy, it is for the positive. Okay. Even though there's the death sort of energy on there, death energy, death card energy basically means phoenix rising from the ashes, changing something, transforming something for the better. It doesn't mean it completely comes to an end. It can mean that you're transforming things. So if, for example, you're working in a space where you feel you're not elevating at this moment in time, it could be that all of a sudden a promotion becomes available, or someone leaves a position and you're like, I've always wanted to do that. Maybe I'll go for that position, and then you get it. Okay. So I do feel like it's really positive. Now they're really giving me very high pitched sound. I mean, whenever you get, it's in my right ear. Whenever you get a high pitched sound in your ear, it means your guides are very, very close. Of course, if you continuously get it all the time and it's starting to affect you, I mean, I check it out just to make sure. I'm not medically trained, so you know your body. I would check it out if it's ongoing, of course. But if it keeps coming in and out occasionally and it's very high pitched, they're indicating right now, if that's you, there's something in this message for you. Your guides are really close. There's something that they want you to be aware of in this reading. Now, it's interesting. We've got number 15 here, which is, of course, the bear. So this is sort of, the bear is about authority, okay? It's about controlling. So it may be someone trying to control you in a certain circumstance. And we've got the mouse here as well. And the mouse represents fear, okay? And could be not just fear, but also anxiety, can mean difficulty. So perhaps you're having difficulty with authoritative figures or someone who's trying to control you, Gemini, in some way. At the moment, you may be trying to wonder how you work this out. I mean, 15 tends to be the devil card energy. So you may feel there's something toxic here that has made you sort of feel it's time to move away from that. It's a challenge that you're trying to resist. The bear basically represents as well endurance. So if you've been enduring little hardship recently, I feel like you've got what it takes to overcome the challenges of the moment. And if you think about bears, not only are they very resilient and very determined to thrive and survive, they've got what it takes to endure the harshest of conditions, okay, Gemini? And I feel like you've got that energy in spades. I also feel, that bear is walking on its all fours. You have the power to stand up, okay? Just like a bear has that power to stand up. And when you stand up, whether you're using your voice, whether you're using your empowerment from your gut instinct, whenever you rise up, that is when you are at your most strongest. And I don't want to say the word intimidating, because I don't feel like you set out to intimidate anybody. But if there's someone here trying to control your path in some way, or someone trying to challenge you and keep you small, for example, I feel like you have the power to rise up against this energy and show them who's boss. Now, Gemini, you don't often bring that sort of nuclear button out of your pocket to sort of just go, this is my temper. You're not that sort of person, but you have it if you need it. So I do feel like you've got other ways of leading with integrity and actually rising up against whatever it is you feel is forcing you to either be small or forcing you into a choice. I'm going to pull a quick card on this for you before we move forward. We're also going to go and see what is coming towards you. The Tower in reverse, okay? Now, the Tower in reverse is avoidance. It is denial. It can also be resistance. So it may be that you're resisting an authoritative figure, or your boss, for example, you feel is in some way micromanaging or being aggressive in some way, or intimidating towards you, and maybe others as well. I feel like the Tower is like you want to avoid this person, but at the same time you feel maybe a little bit out of control with this energy. You may also fear the changes that are occurring in your world, and they're indicating that you will avoid disaster, okay? But just, Don't be in denial as to what is happening there. We got the Page of Wands. Now the Page of Wands in the reverse can mean that actually where you're at, you feel like there's no freedom, or you feel there is, yeah, you're thinking about walking away from this anyway because it bores you, or there's nothing there to challenge you. So it may be that you're sort of currently, I mean, I know the world circumstances economically are difficult, so you may not want to leave a space until you find something else, for example. But if you feel like there are authoritative figures at your workspace or in your life, you know, if you feel like someone in your family or your friends is trying to dominate a situation and you're getting pretty bored of it right now, I feel like it's only a matter of time before you walk away from this, because it's sort of making you feel like retreating from this. I'll go one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Grand Angels. Can you please just knock that Tower right out? Okay, now the Two of Swords. It's interesting. Two of Swords in the reverse is, you know, it can mean that there's no compromise here, or, you know, the compromise is you walk away from something because it's just taking away either your freedom, or it's making you feel not challenged in some way. You want... The Page of Fire is about freedom. It's about exploring options. It's about finding your purpose. And if it's in the reverse, you may feel like right now you're undecided about your purpose, or you're feeling like your ideas, you're fresh out of ideas or something like that. But the Two of Swords says you will make a decision, or you've already decided. You're not even weighing it up at this point. And you're walking away from something that, you know, you found is trying to make you small or trying to intimidate you. Because if you think of a bear and a mouse, that can be quite intimidating. But if you think about the story of the lion and the mouse, the mouse is the strongest in the end. So I do feel there's a message there for you. Now let me see what is coming towards you. Oh, straight away we have the Fool card. So definitely a new start here. We've got the Six of Swords, movement. So either you are literally physically moving away from something, taking a fresh start. Maybe you're moving out of state, maybe you're moving jobs, maybe you're moving home, or you're physically moving. Okay, they want two more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. We got the Page of Swords here, and we've got the Three of Cups. So similar energy. We've got, you're in search of something more authentic, something greater, something that brings more freedom, something that challenges you in a really healthy, positive way, something that you can enjoy, something where you can be appreciated and celebrated. So I definitely feel there is an energy of that happening here. The Fool card is about risk. It's about taking that leap of faith, knowing that there's a challenge here. And if you want something greater, you know, as you can see, she's already got, I hope you can see right there in her hand, she's already got a buttercup right there. Okay, but attached to the alligator's tail is an even greater buttercup. And of course, buttercups are representative of happiness, freedom. And so in order to get something greater, you have to let go of something small. You may not feel it small at the time because you don't know anything else. But if you want something greater, of course, you have to risk or come out of a comfort zone. It may feel like a bit of a gamble. But with the Fool card, I feel like the time is now for optimism, for faith, for raising vibrations and knowing that you got this and that you are stronger than you think. I feel like something is about to blossom for you. And I do feel like faith, that anything is possible, is an approach to take at this moment in time. I feel like there's going to be a lot of meaningful coincidences as well in the next couple of weeks for you. You're moving out of that overthinking energy because the Five of Swords comes before this, which is about mental conflict. So I feel like that's where your 22 comes in, where you're trying to weigh up an option. I feel like you make a decision and it is a rite of passage energy where it's a necessary way of thinking that is changed. It brings greater wisdom, greater knowledge, whatever it is you're seeking here. I feel like it allows you to make that decision to move. Now, to move can be a physical move, but it could be also a mental move. You know, sometimes by releasing an unhealthy attachment to somebody or a situation is a move. And it is a really good move to do, especially with the Hunter's Moon. But the Six of Swords says you're anchoring yourself elsewhere, somewhere that is calmer in the energy. You know, Six of Swords tends to mean Spirit is protecting you at this time and moving you out of troubled waters and into calmer waters. Somewhere where you can find who you are, somewhere where you can discover your peace of mind, but also where you can feel anchored and at home, and also not dull your shine. Okay, very important. We all have a star that's important. Now they did say Sirius earlier in your reading, so perhaps this could be Sirius for you. I mean, it's one of the brightest stars, so Please take it as it resonates. We got number 4, which is a solitary energy, weighing something up. So again, we're getting that alone time that's necessary. It's a renewal of energy. It doesn't mean that, you're going to be alone, or if you're in a partnership with someone, a marriage or something like that, or a high level commitment. It doesn't mean you're alone. It means you're having some alone time. Also, this figure is sleeping on the moon. So it is about getting comfortable with a level of uncertainty, because when we sort of detach ourselves from the journey and say, okay, I'm starting at this point, A. I'd like to get to point Z, okay? I trust the universe to guide me to where I want to go. You're not going to sort of crush the journey. You're going to open yourself up to the journey, which is the Fool card. The Fool card starts, the Fool basically is a sort of an inspirational kind of energy of beginning something with no expectation and allowing the universe to provide. So I do feel like with this, it's like get comfortable with uncertainty, but also recognize that your guides are with you and protecting you at this time. And also we've got the Page of Swords. Now the Page of Swords is being curious. New ideas, a new focus. It can be a new project that you're thinking about. It could be a new idea that comes that you're like, aha, this would be really good. Let me learn a little bit more about it. You're digging deep. This is investigation, okay? As you can see, that figure there is on a load of books. So knowledge is obviously so important. I mean, it's important in general, Gemini, you know that. But there's either you are putting yourself back to college, or you're learning a new skill, or you're learning a piece of information, or this person in the social setting gives you a piece of information that is instrumental to your journey and will allow you to expand. Okay, because if you look at that dandelion there, all those seeds they're being scattered. So it's almost like you're expanding. You're going to flourish and thrive. These are all seeds that are about to be sown to bring abundance, okay, to bring celebration. So I feel like you're investigating something different. I also feel like, in this social setting, you could be headhunted for another opportunity as well. I do feel like, I'm going to pull a card on that because I feel like there's eyes on you at the moment as well, Gemini, because they're showing me a pair of eyes. So either you're looking at a pair of eyes as you listen to this reading. You could be looking in the mirror. Wow. We got the World card. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Now, this could be that you are thinking about traveling, maybe even thinking about moving to a different part of the world, maybe emigrating in some way. But the World card is about a completion of a cycle, endings, bringing new beginnings. And it's also about you having a deeper understanding of your role in the universe on your soul path. So once you weigh up a decision, I feel like you're going to have sort of super focus on it, and you're going to make a first step towards it. And the World card is about abundance, it's about success, it's about joy and fulfillment here. The World also means that once you are on the right path, you will find yourself in the right moment, in the right situation, meeting the right person. It's all about divine timing. When you get the World card, it is about you being in the right place at the right time, okay? And we got the Five of Swords here. It's in the reverse, which is really positive. This is about, peace of mind, which is, as I said earlier in this reading, it's something you cannot buy, okay? So I do feel like it could even be, if we're broadening this energy, it can mean that the world, once you make these decisions and you find that actually this is a better path than you are on, it may be a bumpy road to get on the path that you're hoping to be on, but once you find yourself on it, things just start working out perfectly, and the world doesn't seem like such a nerve-wracking place. Of course, we're going through a major shift in terms of humanity, but in terms of your little part of the world, I feel like there's a peace of mind, and that's that's, as I said, it's so difficult to find. Now also we got Three of Cups here, so that's celebration. Again, this is social energy as well. Three of Cups is so important because of your 11th house of friendships. I feel like people are going to be reaching out to you, Gemini, really celebrating whatever good news this is, because there's really good cheer, good news coming on in here for you that allows you to make a difficult decision easier for you, and it starts to streamline things, just start going in your favor. This is about celebrating you. Okay, so either you're getting some sort of recognition for a job well done, or there's a personal sort of milestone that you're hitting in the next couple of weeks. I feel like there is cause for celebration here, and you may reach out to friends. More than anything, I feel like they're reaching out to you, Gemini. I feel like they miss you. I feel like you've been in a bit of a doing something in privacy or a secret. Maybe you're just keeping a piece of information secret to yourself because you're like, right now, I don't want to jinx it. I just want to, focus on the task at hand, and then when I feel like it's more solid, then you'll open up to the group, Gemini. So with that Three of Cups, I feel like people are coming together. This could also be about sharing resources. Okay, someone sharing a piece of information with you, someone sharing their good luck with you, someone sharing an idea with you, you pulling your ideas together to action a dream, a goal. So I do feel like there's an opportunity for shared resources, but also people celebrating the wins, because at the moment, you know, we need to celebrate the wins, no matter how small they are, because we're going through a major pandemic. We're going through a major shift in humanity, and we've been given this journey because we were strong enough to take this journey. You know, we could have been born at any point in time, but we were born in this time, so to live in this time. So I feel like you've got what it takes to endure this and move through any obstacles, but also I feel like there is celebrating energy coming through. So I feel like we got to celebrate the small little personal wins, you know. So very, very important, because they lead to bigger ones as well and raise vibrations. But anyway, I'm going to get you a final card before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? We've got the Moon, and that is, you're being governed very heavily by this Moon energy, Gemini. You may have felt like right before the Moon, you may have felt really low in energy and in sadness, because this Moon in particular brought a lot of sadness or a lot of uncertainty energy, because of course it is in Aries, so that means you're about to get a big old spurt of inspiration and you know, energy, and it's always the lull before the storm, you know. And I feel like the storm is going to be like a perfect one where things start working out in your favor, like Jupiter, Mercury, no longer in retrograde, both direct now, so that's a lot more good luck coming, things to be celebrated. It's not going to be as difficult as it has been. And it says here, intuition, cycles, illusion. And it says, attune with the ever-changing cycles of the Moon to harness powerful feminine energy. So they're basically saying, again, get comfortable with uncertainty, because that's when we thrive. When we say, okay, we've got an idea of what we want, and then we actually sort of set an intention, in the universe brings us these pockets, these moments of meeting the right people for the right opportunity. You know, have you ever looked at a person that you met and you're like, you know what? I never really met a person that I didn't need to meet on my journey. Every person teaches us something, whether it is about us, whether it is about our insecurities, whether it is about our triggers, whether it is about our intentions, whether it is to inspire us, whether it is to hold a mirror up to which path we need to take. Everybody has got something to teach us. In Gemini, you got a lot to teach other people also, okay? So let me just get a trinket before we close. Thank you so much. Wow, I'm loving this energy. First of all, we've got the bicycle, so definitely moving. So either you're physically moving, perhaps you know, you're taking a vacation or a retreat, or maybe you're moving home, moving job, definitely movement in your world. It could be that you're actually they're just showing me someone like physically moving parts of their room around. Okay, so it could be that you're just moving, shifting things around in your room to create like a new space or a new feeling in the environment. So if that's you, as you're listening to this reading, sort of rearranging your room, there's something in this message for you. But as you can see, it's bicycle, so it's about life cycles and, you know, moving forward in tandem. So either, you know, because you are a sign of duality, Gemini, perhaps this is about you feeling completely in sync with both sides of yourself. And it's starting to streamline, and it allows you to get out of your own way and move forward on some things. Now, we all get in our own way occasionally, Gemini, so, you know, I'm not pointing a finger at you. Sometimes we let fear get in the way, or we let, you know, alternative opinions get in our way sometimes, only temporarily, and we move past it. But they're indicating, where would you like this? Oh, they want it on the Three of Cups. So either you're moving forward towards success, or this is, you know, Chariot card energy, perhaps, where there's a victory at the end of it. You're moving through, streamlining. They're showing me the purpose of a bicycle. And the way well, of course, the purpose of a bicycle is to get from A to Z, right? But they're showing me its ability to nip in and out of traffic. So when all other vehicles are at a standstill, you're on the bike. So I feel like they're trying to show me that if there's any blockages or challenges, you're nipping in and out right now, and you're going to streamline your energy to get to where you want to go a little bit quicker, okay? And we've also got the Star. So this is a lot of faith, a lot of hope. This is, you know, serenity, but also clarity. The Star brings light and Sirius, I mean, as I said, kept coming up for you. So I'm going to look that up, what's the placement and how it's important for you, okay? But also, stars are aligning for a wish come true. So this is success, again, for you. This is about inspiration, new ideas, a new focus. And they want me to put that on the Page of Swords. Interesting. So either something's going to be illuminated towards you, someone's got, I'm not sure, did I pull a card on that? Someone headhunting you? Or eyes on you? I'm not really sure. I'm going to do that again. Eyes on my beautiful Gemini. Can you show me that? Eyes on the Empress. Well, why not? Absolutely. The eyes are all on you because you are awesome, basically. The Empress, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's about the energy, but you're brimming with potential. You're beautiful both inside and out. You are attracting a lot of attention over the next coming weeks. I mean, you attract a lot of attention anyway, Gemini, because there's something mysterious and sort of beautiful and magnetic about you anyway. You're very creative. You've got wonderful ideas. You're very exciting, adventurous. Your wit is like off the charts. I mean, I don't think I've ever met a Gemini that didn't make me laugh till I snorted and cried, okay? Because just wonderful. You are so authentic in your nature. So the Empress card, I feel, is about you brimming with potential and being the best version of who you are, okay? So I feel like there's a lot of abundance around you as well. Seeds that you've sown, that you've actually nurtured and cared for, start to blossom. And I feel like this is you magnetizing all that you manifest into the physical plane, okay? So definitely being headhunted because you're the best of the best. You stand out from the rest. You just can't help it. So if you are looking for a new job or a new project or something like that, I feel like people are drawn to you. Also, I feel like people, in terms of romance, if you're looking for love, I feel like people are looking at you, Gemini, because there's something about you. I don't know. There's normally something about you, but I feel like it's like amped up with this moon energy. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Also, if you'd like to be with a chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is think of something that you really would truly like to achieve or become. Okay, now visualize yourself like you've got it, like you're living that lifestyle right now. And after you visualized it, say these words: I am a magnet for abundance. Okay, because those two words, I am, are so important. What you follow those words with, it defines you. Okay, I am successful, I am important, I am empowered. If you say things like I am tired, which of course we all get tired, I am unlucky, I am clumsy, you start to absorb that energy and you start to become what you think you are. So very important, you change those words. I am a magnet for abundance. Now just pop that sentence in the comments box below and I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 21st of November and I'll announce the winner in a video upload, okay? Thank you so much, my beautiful Gemini. Love and light.